Bathe, and I am so excited to welcome you to the 2022 NHL Gaming World Championship.
Can you believe it? You can see on his face what it means to him. And he is your North American champion.
They all doubted me, baby. They all doubted me.
This season of GWC has already been so incredible. Over the next 45 minutes, we're going to get you all caught up to speed. There's a lot of fierce competitors, a lot of players who worked really hard to get to where they are. I haven't been doing this alone, though. There's two guys by my side. You might know them already. We've got Anthony Grisgold Sibilia, my analyst, and Cam No Sleeves Halbert, my play-by-play. And before we show you just how much fun we've had, let's take a look on how this tournament's played out.
This is the 2022 NHL Gaming World Championship, where the world's best players battle it out on EA Sports NHL 2022, and in the end, we'll have one North American champion and one European champion. Honor, glory, and a $100,000 prize pool are all at stake. In North America, thousands of players signed up and have competed on 4 different consoles: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X. We've now reached the console finals, where the 32 best players on each console have fought for their club. Now, there are only 4 players left on each console, and in the end, we'll have 4 console winners. The 2 finalists from each console will qualify for the live in-person main event, the Club Championship. The 8 best players remain and will compete to be crowned 2022 NHL Gaming World Championship Club Champion. That's it. Now, bring on the new season.
Today is all about the North American part of the tournament. So let's take a look at the stars of the show. It's our players. We've got 4 players on each of the 4 consoles. 4 ways to the live main event, the Club Championship in Montreal on July 6th. Every match is a best of 3 games, and we'll start with the semifinals for Xbox One. It's a double elimination bracket, so that means 2 losses and you're out. The winners from the 2 semis will move to that upper bracket, and the losers to the lower bracket. The very first players of this season were Lebanese Man 69, who had his GWC debut this year, versus Sasho, the favorite going into this game. And what a match it was to kickstart this season. They gave us our first Game 3 of the day.
Oh, all right. Now, that's enough out of us. Let's welcome on the 2 players, Sasho and Lebanese Man. A huge welcome to you guys. Sasho, we're going to start with you first. It's your first matchup. You're the first matchup of the tournament at this stage. Are you feeling a bit nervous, my man?
Not really. I have a little bit of experience in this situation, so I'm just going to try to enjoy it.
All right, Lebanese Man, welcome to you as well. First time ever at the GWC. Put into words, how you feeling right now, my man?
Yeah, it's definitely a cool experience to be a part of, but excited to get going here.
Yeah, so Sasho is the Florida Panthers representative this year. As well, he believes his biggest strength this year is his ability to find players on the move. Passing is harder this year, and he's learned to adapt very well to the new mechanics and how to be successful at them. So he's made it a point to try to enjoy the game while improving his placement on last year. Yeah, so the Minnesota Wild representative this year, he did take down Dangs in a 3-game series, so obviously impressive on that note. He did have the 14th overall pick in the draft. He started playing NHL competitively last year, and interesting note on Lebanese Man, why his name is what it is. He is 50% Lebanese. His dad immigrated here from Lebanon.
All right, here we go. The first matchup of the 2022 Gaming World Championships. It will be Lebanese Man against Sasho in game 1 of their best of 3.
Oh no, first time on the camera here. You think the nerves are starting to set in. A 5-on-3. Sasho has to come up with one here.
I agree. Bjorkstrand, an early pick for him. He can't get it across, and now Pareko. That one's going to be bumped as well. Matthews picks up the puck in the corner for Sasho. Spins around, sends it back behind the net to Bjorkstrand. Kachuk's going to pick it up now. As he walks out in front, sends it on. It's a mess in front. He scores! Austin Matthews is going to kick things off. Sasho with a 1-0 lead. Let's talk quickly about their drafted squads. We are now at the drafted portion of the tournament, where all 16 competitors hold up as Lebanese man is going to put on an absolute show with Kirill Kaprizov. What a goal there to tie things up.
Not able to score as he knocked that one wide of the net. We'll have to see if he can get some more shots in the high slot, as we're still tied here, Sleeves.
No, absolutely. Guys, in the Twitch chat, again, thank you guys for hanging out with us on the first broadcast here of the GWC, as we've got a shader. Lebanese man, he scores! What a move there. Kaprizov is going to get his second, and he's going to take the lead in the third period. Robert Thomas pinned up along behind the boards, and that is going to do it for game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2, Lebanese man versus Sasho. If Lebanese man can win this one, he will move on to the upper bracket final. We got a big game 2 coming up. It's because the players don't want to lose their possession. And possession is super back. Bjorkstrand out in front, and what a goal on the feed in front. And Bjorkstrand, just like that, is going to take the lead for Sasha. What a goal there, Grizz.
In the high slot, but he's not been making that pass across, and he's been electing to try to get a little bit closer to take the shot, but the time to take the shot, he's been running out of room.
And a huge goal there. Dougie Hamilton's gonna get on the board, and that should do it for Sasho in this game 2. He's losing time here. Kaprizov to Kopitar on the rush. Kopitar sends that to Kaprizov, backdoor, and he scores! Great feed there on the 5-on-3, and Lebanese man's gonna tie things up. 2-2 in game number 3, series tied at 1.
Unbelievable opportunity offensively, as Lebanese man really starting to get himself back into this game with some great chances, but can't find the back of the net there.
And he scores just like that, and he's got the lead back. Sasho not impressed on that one, as a great opportunity here. He gets it back behind the net. Here's Bjorkstrand off the net. They bang away for it. 12 seconds to go. Bjorkstrand behind the net. Sasho's got to score here. Cuts into the middle. No one's open. Fires it on. That one goes wide. Into the corner. He has another opportunity. Ack out in front. Bjorkstrand robbed, and Olmark is going to hold on to it, as Lebanese man is going to take the series. Lebanese man will move on to the upper bracket final, taking on the winner of Joe Sexton and LA Kings.
And I wasn't really liking my game, but getting 2 on that power play kind of changed the tides, I think.
Let's move on to the next matchup in the Xbox One semifinals. It's between Joss X10 and LA Kings 23. Even though Joss X10 is making his debut in the GWC, and he's going up against LA Kings 23, who's been there 3 times before, Joss X10 was actually the favorite in this matchup, if not the favorite on this side of the tournament. Let's see how this one played out.
Here we go, game number 1 of our other semifinal. Jose X10 and LA Kings. Will the Phenom Jose be able to take down the GWC vet in LA Kings? We're about to find out with game number 1. But it looks like Jose is going to get back, pinned up along the boards. Great defensive play there, as Stone's going to come away with it. Grizz, what have you seen so far?
Come on, bro.
It's just domination out of Jose, and he scores!
Big goal there, as Philip Cheadle is going to hammer that one home, as Heedle able to get one for Jose off the transition. Sends that one down to the corner. Olofsson behind the net, and yeah, he's just waiting to be pressured as he goes for the Michigan. Oh, he wants to absolutely embarrass him. And there we go. What a gross passing play. And it is all Jose. I think that if he wins GWC, he gets a new chair. That would be the first thing I would grab.
Seriously, this is ridiculous.
There it is. 6-0. Oh my goodness, he's running away with this one.
As you hear him say, there should be a mercy rule, as he's not slowing down, Sleeves.
All right, it is game number 2 between Jose X10 and LA Kings. Is Jose going to move on to the upper bracket final after a dominant game 1? We're about to find out. We look to see if Jose can finish things off here, leading 2-1 in the second period. And he scores just like that. Mangiapane in front. And a big goal there, now 3-1. And it's going to get do or die time now for LA Kings.
Yeah, and Gonzo just has not found a way to get that puck loose off of Jose when he goes in behind the net. And
Now to Schultz. The offensive awareness, remember, this is not 99 Hockey Ultimate Team. These are rating adjusted players adjusted for their versus ratings. And you see, and a huge goal from Gensel is what a feed through off the rush. And we've got ourselves a game.
Hey, the tic-tac-toe, climb the ladder. That first pass coming in from the blue line into the high slot, and then backdoor, and Gensel finds a way to bury that one.
Can he get it back? Doesn't look like it. 7 seconds remaining. Burns can't get it. Here's Stone over to Turris. They battle away with it, and that is going to do it as Jose holds on and is going to move on to the upper bracket final.
I want to say I'm winning it all. There's a lot of good players, so I mean that's my goal, obviously. If I can make it to the final though of Montreal, I'll be happy.
2 players are through to the upper bracket semifinal, and 2 players had one more game to try and avoid elimination. Unfortunately for LA Kings 23, this was it for him, and Sasho is still in the running to be crowned the 2022 GWC champion. Next, we move on to the Xbox Series X semifinals, and we've got a big matchup here. It's Corey Perry 1 taking on Polgs, and Corey Perry 1, he might be feeling like the smartest player right now, but Polgs is one of the best players in the world. Now, don't take my word for it, but a lot of players might be afraid meeting up with Polgs. Let's see how this one played out.
Out of the 16 that are left, the hardest opponent probably is going to be my next opponent, which is Polgs.
I'd probably say the toughest player is Polgs.
Probably Polgs.
Yes.
Honestly, I feel like if you did like a poll and you asked who the best player was, I feel like everybody would be saying Polgs.
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 Polgs. Polgs. Polgs.
Polgs.
Yeah. I do flex a little bit.
He's very good.
I believe he is the best player in the game right now.
And I feel like beating him would just give me confidence.
If I play my game, yeah, I think I can pull out a win.
He seems to think you are the one to watch out for. Is that how you see it as well?
I guess you could say so, but I don't want to be too cocky. I didn't expect everybody to, I guess, say me, but I mean, I guess it just happened.
All right, buddy. How nervous are you coming into this matchup? You've got to take on Polgs, who you deemed as the hardest person to beat in this tournament. How nervous are you going into this one?
Hardest guy other than me. I am not nervous whatsoever.
Here we go. Game number 1. CP1 against Polgs. So hard to defend. But it wasn't like we saw some onslaughts, and I think that might be what we see here today, as both of these guys, obviously very good defenders as well. Now Mehr working around. He's got a goal. Barbashev back door, and that one doesn't go. The far side shot. Mehr with the puck now. Has a goal already. Behind the net, Donskoy. Donskoy's got it. Can't get into the middle. As you see, CP1 not chasing. Doing his shit, and he's got a stick on that far side post, but he can't. As Donskoy, as there we go. We see some emotion out of Polgs. There it is, as he's got a 2-1 lead. Janmark now with it for Polgs. Ends that one over. Now into the corner boards. Polgs trying to kill some clock. He's up 4-1, and there hasn't really been a lot from him after his goals. Just trying to kill it out. Here's Appleton back out, and there's that shot as CP1 just gets back. He's got 2 guys behind the net, and you can't do that, Appleton. And that is going to do it, as Polgs will win game number 1 over CP1. It might be. I mean, he does have a horse in the race, as it's working for MLSE, and their esports side is unbelievable. Oh, no, he went for a skate. Oh, that's tough, as CP1 is not going to be happy about that. Oh, my goodness. Now, into the corner. Bump free. Trying to get away, and a good tie up there, but he lets it go on the backhand. He scores, gets free, and Lawton is able to bury on the backhand. We've got ourselves a game, and he can't get it there. You hear CP1 goes right through him. Barbashev into the corner, looking to kill clock. McKinnon, backdoor, he scores, and Pedersen looks like he might ice that one. Polgs is going to move on to the upper bracket finally, as he 2-0s the Seattle Kraken representative Corey Perry 1. So Polgs does remain undefeated. All right, I see the Leafs jerseys in the background, and obviously you're the Toronto Maple Leafs representative. Let me ask you this: you know, what are your plans for tonight? Big game 7. What are your plans for tonight?
My plans are to watch the game and hopefully not be let down for the, I don't even know how many times in a row now, but Yeah,
What is
hopefully
your-
we can
let me hear
get it done.
I need to let you know, Johnny from MLSE's esports team has an extra ticket for tonight's game, and he wanted me to let you know that you are invited to join him in box seats for Game 7, my man. So congrats on the win, and congrats.
What? Bro, I'm gonna cast.
Yo, clip.
What? Oh my god, what? Oh my god.
Now we're moving on to the last Xbox Series X semifinal, and it was between Buckle and Sap Alien.
Obviously, your first real run here in the GWC. How are you feeling, my man?
I'm pretty confident, but you never know. It's NHL, so.
All right, let's move on to Sap. Over to you, my man. You had a tough year last year. What's going to happen differently for you this year, and has things changed in your mentality and how you're going to take each series going forward?
For me, it's just about not being as nervous. So as long as I can just play my game, I think it'll change for me drastically.
Here we go, the final series of today, Buckle versus Sap Alien. Game 1 gets underway and cuts away. That's poked free as Buckle having a hard time getting things set up. And Sap's doing a great job, but no goals yet, and is now Point with it. Point has wheels activated. You see that X-Factor ability above his head. Jesper Fost. Fost has it now across the line. Buckle now looking to set up in the offensive zone, as now he's down behind the net. Back and forth he goes. And trying to set up maybe that forehand play from Polgs that we saw earlier. Gardner. No, absolutely. Spurgeon now with it. And that's just offensive awareness stat. Might be a little low on some of his players. You're going to see the bobble of the puck with that. Again, not 99 Hut. Here's Captain, and he scores! He collects the puck in front, and he goes far side, and Sap Alien's going to take the 1-0 lead.
See the vein popping out of his forehead, waiting for that one to go in, but it did not go. As Sap commands and scores again with Braden Point.
There it is. He's rolling 3-0 now. And we've got our conclusion to game number 1. Game number 2 between Buckle and Sap Alien about to get underway. Sap Alien wins this. Buckle will go down to the lower bracket, and Sap will move on to play Polgs in the upper bracket finals. Here we go. Plays it out, though. 15 seconds remaining in the second period. That was a fast period. As, yeah, these guys was not able to get anything going offensively. They are battling it out in the neutral zone. It's a far side shot. He scores. Just kidding. Dylan Larkin, far side, and Buckle finally gets one through, as he was having a heck of a time trying to score against Sap. But there's one. Down into the corner. Trying to get a goal late, send himself to the upper bracket final. Here's Point now. Back and forth he goes, waiting for something. And he gets it! Draisaitl scores! Back and forth he goes, and he finally gets that forehand to open up. It is 7 seconds to go. Wow, Sap having a hard time to close out this one. Here we go.
Oh, man, he was able to recover after that, but now sending it down the length of the ice. Buckle's got some time to work with to score.
7 seconds. Can he win the draw? He can't. It's tied up. And now Sap can send it down again. It might be icing, but it won't matter. And Sap is going to win game 2 and sweep the series.
I knew that with Buckle's skill, I couldn't go end-to-end chance-for-chance hockey. I had to try and frustrate him, and that's what I did. When it comes to Polgs, very excited to play him. Haven't played him yet this year. I've played him twice before. It should be a great series, and I know my defense is going to have to be perfect again to contain him.
Polgs won against Corey Perry 1, and Sap Alien won against Buckle. This means that Buckle and Corey Perry 1 had one more game to play, and unfortunately for Buckle, it became his last game in the tournament, and Corey Perry will move on in the lower bracket final.
Lebanese Man 69 taking on Sasha. Josex 10 and LA Kings. CP1 against Polgs. Buckle versus Sap Alien. It's a mess in front. He scores. Sends that to Kaprizov. Backdoor. He scores. And Lebanese Man's going to take the series. And it is all Jose. There it is. 6-0. Oh my goodness, he's running away with this one. Two guys behind the net. And their esports side is unbelievable. CP1 is not gonna be happy about that. He scores, it ends up in the net. What a play! Oh no! And Sap is gonna win game 2 and sweep the series.
Now it's time for the PlayStation semifinal, and first we started with the PlayStation 4 console players. We had Tetienne taking on Uninstall. Tetienne was the underdog. Let's see how this matchup played out between the two of them.
Something fun that we learned is that Uninstall has a family tradition where he plays inside of the house and then a watch party happens outside. And guys, his family's in the hot tub, literally chilling and watching outside in Alberta. They sit in the tub, he's in the like basement room downstairs. I mean, is there any better way to watch the GWC than like this?
That is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta love seeing the family support their champion there in Uninstall. I gotta say that's one of the more unique watch party setups I've seen though.
Oh, hi guys. I don't know if you heard us talking about you, but welcome on in. This is going to be an exciting matchup for the two of you. We got to know though, is the family outside in the hot tub right now? Is that fired up this early in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, it's 10 a.m. my time, so I got all my buddies to wake up quite early. So yeah, they're outside right now watching. My mom's in Vancouver, but she's watching on her phone, and my dad's out there with them. So yeah, they are in my household.
But Uninstall, you know, when did that tradition start? Because that's such a cool, unique thing. First of all, the television outside as well. Bold move in Alberta. I'm sure it gets chilly out there.
Yeah, I mean, my dad built the deck and everything for watching Oilers games and stuff like that. So when, you know, I made it a little bit of a run last year, they were kind of like, oh, why not bring some friends over and watch on the deck? And so, yeah, we got everything set up back there. I mean, they love it. They say it's something they look forward to. So it's nice having their support back there. I can sometimes even hear them when I score. So it's nice to have them there. Yeah.
Very cool. If we hear some screaming over your headset, we know where it's coming from. Now, Tetienne, welcome. Hello. Are you excited for today's matchup? We heard you kind of proclaiming yourself as this underdog here, but you've got a shot. You've got an opportunity today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the top 4 right now on PS4, so anything can happen. I'm going to give everything that I have, and let's try to win, obviously.
Our very first matchup, Tetienne, Uninstall, best of 3, game 1.
Here we go, guys. Game number 1 of the PlayStation side of things. We're going to be following along Tetienne's view, going up against Uninstall. And Petrangelo is going to start things up, but a turnover immediately. Here's Uninstall with Mantha. Backdoor, and he scores! Just like that, Crosby immediately buries one.
Just like that, the backdoor play, the quick passing.
Now Kessel with it. Kessel's got it. Waiting. He's waiting for that backdoor play. I believe it's Hughes to set up. It's Huberto sets up the backdoor play. And my goodness, what an answer there from Tetienne.
Well, much like we saw last week in the Xbox semifinals, that same play, you set up shop behind the net. You put on the move to get that forehand pass short side.
Second period underway. Game number 1. The PlayStation 4 side of things here at the NHL's Gaming World Championship. Kairu to Mantha. Here's Uninstall, looking for a quick start here in the second period. As Mantha's gonna score! Nice wrap there on the forehand, and there it is, a 2-1 lead. And man, the early strike early on is, here's Uninstall. He's talking, we love it. And a good skill stick there by Tetienne, able to thwart that opportunity. I have followed, poked free, Arvidsson off the turnover again. Backhand to forehand, he scores! And Uninstall is gonna take game number 1.
Cam, I'll say this. It's really nice to hear Ryan Getzlaf playing again in a game so quickly after retirement, to see how he's performing. Couldn't, you know, help Tetienne come out on top there, but a dominant performance from Uninstall. You guys kind of build it as such. It was to be expected here, but it's a best of 3 series, right? So another game, another chance for Tetienne to kind of try to weasel his way back in there. Maybe it'll be the first 3-game series of the day. All right, everybody, I hope you're as pumped as we are. It's game number 2. The semifinal between Tetienne and Uninstall. Take it away, Cam.
A good start here from Tetienne, a little bit more relaxed. Just kidding, here's Crosby and all alone, and the backhand, he scores!
And he goes the forehand back to the backhand. The backhand beauty gets the goalie, and Grubauer tripped up there, able to roof that one over the glove side.
Here's Arvidsson to Strome. Strome back to Beauvillier. Can't get it back across to Shabbat. And it looks like Petrel and Shabbat is going to play the whole game. Suzuki now on the turnover. Now back to 5 aside. Jesper Bratt can't get that one through. Now Terry out the other way. Sends that one in. Chara steps up. Huberdeau 2-on-1. Backhand, he scores! Huberdeau on the backhand.
Able to net that one in on the backhand. He saw Uninstall completely bail out to take away the pass, and he just walks in and gets on the board.
All right, here's Shabbat to Keller. Turns that one over. Here's Bratt. Potential 2-on-1. Mercer to Bratt, and he scores on the backhand.
Here we
How
go.
did he get a refill on that water bottle, boys? It looks full again. Has he got somebody on the side making sure they're all full and topped off?
Titian will not be eliminated. Will fall down to the lower bracket. It'll be the loser's match. And he'll take on the loser of the next series. We'll see if that one is able to be played between Geimer and O'Crosby. Now Petrangelo, big period, needs a quick start. Here's Titian Kessel, and a good skill stick there. Can't get it through.
A big reason why he's not going to advance here.
As Keller, a minute to go. Bold call, he's not going to advance, and there's a goal, Grizz. You can't say that, brother.
Okay, just like that, he's back into this game, and, you know, it's not a force across.
Jesper Bratt now down behind the net. Here's Mercer. Mercer to Bratt. They working around 8 seconds to go. Short-handed, Titian, maybe one more shot. 3 to go. And that is going to do it.
Uninstall will be the one to move on.
Very happy that I got it done, and I'm excited to see what happens next.
Now is the time. It's Geimer and O'Crosby. Also, something that cracked me up in O'Crosby's bio, he's got family from or in Scotland, so he said he jokes that all of Scotland is supporting him. I wonder if he'll mention that today, but I think that's fun, right? Well, all of Scotland is behind him today. Hey guys, welcome on in. We've got O'Crosby and Geimer.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty excited for today. Just gonna do my thing, get the win, and I know if I play my game that I will get the win, so I'm not really nervous about that.
Okay, are you nervous about the Storms though? Because we heard this matchup might have had to been postponed because of the power outage over there. What's the weather like outside, and how are you feeling confidence-wise moving forward?
Yeah, I'm definitely...
Oh no! No way! No way, did we just lose him? Oh, Crosby. Literally, Crosby. We've lost Geimer. Jeez, gentlemen, we can't predict what's going to happen, especially with the weather here. Kind of a bummer that we're not going to be able to get to see them right away, but hopefully we'll get to see the two of them soon. But the timing, I can't believe I literally asked him about it. And the camera froze, like I thought I was getting punked. Did I will that on us, Grizz? Do you think that was my fault or the weather gods?
That was certainly an act of Carlin Paith. I gotta believe that. The timing was too crazy.
We've got a change of plans. We've got a matchup. It's ready to go, and it's Regs and Junior Pens. They are standing by on deck. Welcome in, boys. Thank you so much for shuffling the deck here with us and getting set to take each other on earlier than expected.
Only thing was I was trying to map out having my pregame coffee before, but got that brewed up and ready to go, so I'm ready here.
I'm happy about that. And then Regs, it's a little bit earlier than you were expecting. And is this something that you're okay with? Will this mess up your flow, or are you ready to rock and roll?
No, I think if anything, it benefits me more, you know, being the last series of the day. There's really no one to scrim during that final series, so being able to come fresh off a couple of scrims, you know, we're flowing, we're firing at all cylinders, and we're ready to go.
They're ready to rock and roll. Chat, I hope you're hyped up. Y'all ready?
We're rolling with the punches today. So here's Kadri for Pens. Backdoor, he scores, and just like that, It's Pens and his cup of coffee.
He's already sipping on the coffee. A lightning quick start, as we saw in our first series.
No surprise here. Now behind the net, looking for something to set up. He's trying to get that forehand on the far side. Oh, wide open, and Kucherov scores, ties things up at 1.
I mean, he just launched that one back door, and it looked like he tapped it almost out of the air as it was coming down.
Back to the Brinket. Bumped off. Huge hit there. Hayes now behind the net to the Brinket. Backdoor to Sod, and there we go. Some emotion out of the kid as he takes a 3-2 lead.
And what a beautifully crafted play there out of Regsy is. I mean, possession with quick passing.
As Miller's got it over to Kucherov. Bumped off the puck. Here's Domi. Pens changing lines. Pressured there by Miller, though, and he's going to turn over behind the net to Kucherov, and he scores to Brinket. Brutal turnover there.
Oh, man. The pizza off the boards ends up in the back of the net for Junior Pens, as Regs will take that 2-goal lead.
Here we go. Tied up. Now Goudreau. Nice spin move. Goudreau still has it. He's got both goals for Pens. Rips one on for the point, and that one's going to trickle in. And a classic Junior Pens goal.
Shoot more. Oh,
goal
no.
Interference. That one counts. They're calling it back. Miller. Now down to Kucherov, but that will be intercepted. 18 to go. Here's Miller off the turnover to DeBrincat, and he can't go backhand forehand. Goudreau, maybe one more chance here. Sends that one up into Foley. Partial break for Pens. Backdoor, and he scores. 7 seconds remaining. Hey, maybe we got a shot here.
Maybe a shot, maybe too little too late, but a nice goal nonetheless. He put on that spin move. The backhand pass from Toffoli back to Goudreau, who gets the Hattie, but might not be enough here, as Regs was able to put in 4, and Penn still needs one more with 6 seconds left.
He's got the puck. Brody, 3, Goudreau, and he's gonna run out of time, as that is gonna do it for game number 1.
It's honestly exactly what I expected to see when these game plays mesh.
And let's take another look at it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was clearly.
That was probably going in anyway.
Junior Pens taking on Regs. I got it right this time. Hey, it's game 2, and it starts right now.
In the Junior Pens voice, let's go Pens, baby.
That was a good impression there. As DeBrincat with it. DeBrincat fires that one to Kucherov. Kucherov across to Miller, and he can't get that one through. And Kucherov does on the rebound. And there, it can't teach that. Let's go, as it's 1-0.
As there is a DD, we finally see one. The one-timer from up top. But, I mean, what are you seeing that Regs is doing to combat what Pens is trying to do?
As a backdoor play to Kucherov, he scores and makes it 4-1. And that is going to be a 3-goal lead here, as now he's scoring off the rush, and Pens just kind of left wondering what he's got to do differently. As Pens doing everything it can, now a 2-on-1 maybe. Here's Miller. Miller back, and that one's going to be saved, and they go end-to-end. Miller's got it now, and watch for Regs to just kill the clock in the offensive zone. Now DeBrincat, that backdoor play to Miller. Has it now, sends it back along. Kucherov can't get it, back out in front, and Miller scores. And there, that should just about do it. But a heck of a game and series from these two. And might not be the last time we see them, as again, there is an opportunity for these two to meet again. With Montreal on the line, it's a shot on, and that one doesn't go. But Regs is going to take the series 2-0.
Yeah, no, definitely happy with my performance today, but end of the day, job's not finished. We wait till June 25th now. You know, I'll fight for my spot to make Montreal.
Now is the time. It's Geimer and O. Crosby.
Oh, man, as he is serenading us, here we go. As Marchand now back and forth, sends it over to Krug. Backdoor, he scores, and Crosby's going to get on the board first. 2:22 to go. Geimer has it. Now Butcher over to Hagel. Back and forth he goes. Here's Hagel. Sends that to Aho. Now to Bailey. In Pesci now. He streaks in. Pesci's got a step. And backdoor, he scores on the backhand.
The guy is As you hear the emotion out of both of these players, and it's a shifting of the tides. He finally got that step and went back door with the backhand beauty and finds a way to tuck that one in.
A great spin move to get free. 10 seconds. He wants to end it in regulation. Here's Bailey. Stops up. Backdoor. He scores.
Oh, no.
Geimer is going to take game number 1.
Let's see who takes it in game 2.
Second period underway. Game 2. This best of 3. The PS4 semifinal. Again, the winner of this will go on to play a best of 3 against Uninstall. The loser of this will drop down to the bottom bracket. 2:45 to go as Geimer tries to lay the clamps down. With a Bachmas, and he can't miss that pass. That's tough. Turnover to Bennett. Bennett's got it. Backdoor. He scores to Marchand, and there we go. It's all tied up.
Oh, the error on the breakout gives him that goal on a silver platter as Marchand's able to tap in the backdoor pass.
I don't know what to expect in the final, period here, but we got our money's worth.
Turnover, and that's it. There it is. Hang on, as Geimer's able to bury one far side. As Geimer's going to retake the lead. As now Panarin to Petrie. Matheson is Geimer with a masterclass on closing out a game. Bailey far side, that doesn't go. And that is going to do it for the series as Geimer is going to take this 1-2.
Uninstall and Geimer in that next round.
He kept the games close. The games were good. But yeah, I came out with the win and I'm happy about it.
We're back for one last game of the PlayStation semifinals, but before we get to it, let's take a look at the updated PlayStation 4 bracket. Even though he put up a fight, Tetienne could not win against O. Crosby, which means Tetienne is now out for this year's GWC. What a battle. Now we know who's moved on from the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 4. And all we have left is the PlayStation 5 semifinals. Final matchup here.
The reigning champ, Gren, taking on Aves.
He's been on the big stage. He's been under the brightest lights. If anyone can repeat, it's definitely young Gren.
You think he can repeat? Hey, Cam, what about you? Do you think he can repeat? Oh, hey, Wanda.
Absolutely.
What are you doing up here?
That's just good wholesome content.
Say hi?
Yeah, it's Aves. Last name's Avery, so it's Aves. But yeah, feeling good today. So
on the other side, hello opponents. How are you feeling?
I mean, it's been a while since I got to play in one of these. Last time it obviously went pretty well, but Derek's a great player, so this should be a great game.
It's what all these best players are doing with their rosters, and you have to focus on the depth. You can't put everyone on the same line, obviously, and you have 4 lines to get through.
Oh. Hold up as a spin move, and we've got a 1-0 lead for Aves. Okay, and all right, we've got ourselves a game, folks. Far side, and he sends it back, intercepted Scheifele with it. Scheifele turned over, Atkinson in all alone. Spin move, and he can't get it to go. As Gren is stunned on that one. That close from tying things up. As here goes McCann to Dadonov. Over to McCann. McCann now to Atkinson. 20 seconds remaining, and he scores! Hits McCann, and he goes forward side, and things are all tied up.
Oh, tic-tac-toe. That was just an absolute beauty. It's what we've seen before.
Good defensive skill stick there by Gren. They both chop away at it. Nyquist comes away with it. Back to the point, Klingberg. Now Nyquist protecting the puck. Spin move, what a goal! He scores!
Unbelievable highlight reel move out of Aves. The spin move again.
And that's it for game number 1. As Aves puts him on a poster at the end of game 1. The loser of this has got a very difficult matchup to stay alive in Junior Pens. I think that needs to be mentioned. The winner will move on and take regs on, so it's going to be difficult. Zadina to McDavid. Zadina, and there it is. An early start for Gren. He's not messing around in game 2. And that is the worst start that you want of your Aves. Starting quickly, not letting Gren get a lead early and chasing the whole game. If he can keep it extremely close, we'll be in business. Is a far side goal for Svechnikov is going to make it 6. Like I'd mentioned, Gren has had moments where he just, you know, he's handled the adversity of losing in a series, getting down and able to come through. And we're going to see if he can do it once again against Aves, as we are going to get our first game 3.
We're pumped. I just want to know, like, who you taking here? Do we pick? Should we as casters pick, or are we gonna curse him? What do you boys think?
I mean, I'm gonna go with the experience here. I think Gren gets it done just because he's been in this situation too many times.
We'll find out. I'm taking Aves in this one. It's game 3. We've been waiting for this. Let's see what happens.
Here we go, guys. The winner of this will move on to the upper bracket final and take on Regs. Loser will drop down and play an elimination best of 3 against Junior Pens. As Gren looking to start early here. Zabinajad now in the corner, behind the net now. Zabinajad out in front, looking for that forehand shot. Doesn't go, but a quick start here from Gren.
Yeah, quick start as Aves is going to take that penalty. Not what you want to do here in game 3. But we'll see if he's able to rebound. He's been pretty decent defensively. You know, last game did get out of reach, but at times, you know, he still had some good defensive stops. Now he's staring down a nice power play.
And there's Zabinajad on the back door. And he's going to take the 1-0 lead early. And now Aves is going to have to try and calm the nerves. Offensive zone draw for Gren. Giordano's got it. Giordano with it. 12 seconds to go on the power play. McDavid over to Svechnikov. Looking for that backdoor play, and he gets it. Zabinajad.
And then he loves those picks.
No, absolutely. And there, the 3-0 on the scoreboard, as Gren will just kill the clock, and that is going to do it for game 3 and the series, as Gren is going to take down Aves.
And Gren, final thoughts. We're going for back-to-backs here.
Absolutely, absolutely. When in doubt, put Connor out. He did a lot that series, so we're going to be sticking with that.
You know, Regs and Gren, all roads through the GWC, and it's destined for game 3 overtime. I cannot wait to see how that shakes out in a couple of weeks.
Wow, what a game to end those console semifinals. Here's the updated bracket for that last console. Easy Regs and Gren won their first matches, and the lower bracket semifinals, Aves took the win over Junior Pens. Now we're down to 12 competitors, 3 on each console, who are all hoping to get to the club championship in Montreal, where we'll crown our winner on July 6th. That is it for me. I'm Carlin Vaith. I've been your host. Come join me and Grizgul and No Sleeves during our next live stream. The 4 console semifinals are done. They're in the books. Next is to find the console champions and see who's punching their tickets to get to Montreal. We'll see you soon.